So I had to make it short for sure because people are already looking at me crazy because I put 16 songs on the album. They're like, that's a lot, don't you think? I'm like, it's an album. Like, what are you talking about? Like, y'all turning EPs into albums. 7 songs. Like, cut it out, bro.
Kanye
Some
fumbled the
people
bag.
I understand. I can only hear that many songs of you at one time. But me, I do this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you thought about Meg and Tory. You know? I was like, nah,
You trying to get me canceled. All the women gonna come on there. If you hate women, just say that.
Facts.
We have no proof, but it's clear that he's guilty.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Radical Jack's Views. I'm your host with the most. You already know what it is, man. Nemo Hoes, a.k.a. Ringo Mandingo, a.k.a. Swaggy J, a.k.a. Do the Damn Thing. Radical Jack, talk shit or die trying, man. We got a special guest today. It's my man, DeShaunJay. He just released his debut album, Pinky's Boy. So, man, today we're just going to get to know the boy a little bit, man. So I actually got a treat for y'all. Instead of doing the actual intro music, man, we're going to actually start it off with the intro track from the song, man. So y'all can get a little taste of that juice.
Royalty shit.
One man band.
Forever we, you know. Told my mama this the year I was gonna make it out. Gotta move, I just can't wait this out. Just the way my life been playing out. So many times I look back and think, damn, while that time passed by and these relationships been fading out. Don't know if I can take it this year. Had to accept some people changing this year. Shit been crazy this year. I seen so many brothers turning strangers. I'm thankful for the remainder. I reward them for their patience this year. But I got closure in some situations too. I'll be wildin' if I drop the name or two. I used to think that I lost them and all because of me. I got it clear now, leaving knowing it wasn't me. Even started my therapy trying to better me. Searching for understanding more necessarily. Looking back on mistakes, learning my lessons. It's hard showing the son how to handle life through depression. But my son know his daddy got him forever. Flying right down 35 just to see him whenever. You just can't understand. Life taught me how to be a man. Pain really made me who I am. But with this rap shit, no, I'm too advanced. I'm Larry Bird with the shot in hand. They run up, gon' need an ambulance. Them niggas don't stand a chance. I can't let these hoes fuck up the plans. She think I don't know she fuck my mans. I can't let niggas fuck up the bands. He just don't know I can't trust his hands. So we finesse him any way we can. We playing chess to keep the shit a band. My mama need at least 100 grand. I'm feeling better, son, making progress. New shorty fucking with me, make a nigga feel the best. Gang around me to support me, nigga, I done had less. I'm just running with the time I got left. I'm saying, I'm feeling better, son, making progress. New shorty fucking with me, make a nigga feel the best. Gang around me to support me, nigga, I done had less. Just running with the time I got left. For real. Forever we.
So that was my boy Jay, man. That was my boy Jay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's
sir.
going on, man? What's going on with you?
Chilling, man. Enjoying this beautiful Friday. You know, appreciating all the love and energy I'm receiving because of this album. Just good energy, man. Good vibes. Good vibes all around.
Definitely. You know, I'm feeling that album, man. I've been running that thing back a few times. So, you know what I'm saying? So, let's get to know you, man. How are you, man? What made you want to rap? What got you into this, man?
Man, where do I start? To be honest with you, bro, I've been involved with music since I've been able to read pretty much, man. Like my mom had me in the choir early. I've been involved in music one way or another. Bands, step teams, choirs, all types of stuff, bro. I always had a love for rap. I started writing music just randomly in middle school. In high school, you know, I'm getting around people, more cultured crowd, so to speak. And, you know, freestyles in the crowd, in the lunchroom, in the little courtyard, you know, birthed a dream.
I feel that.
I've been rocking ever since.
So when did you officially decide that I'm going to actually rap?
Like, take it serious?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say late 2014, early 2015. I dropped my first original song ever called Groove in like December of 2014. So coming into 2015, I told myself I wouldn't miss a month without a show. and it really wasn't too many weeks I missed without a show for real.
Okay.
So,
okay.
you know, starting 2015, I say that's when I jumped off the porch.
And that was when you were doing battle rapping then, right?
Battle rap, my venture in battle rap really started as a favor for real. You know, I got the Flourish Gang movement. It started off as a rap group. One of the rappers in the group, he partnered in running a battle league, and one of his battlers actually backed out for last minute. So he know I had a slight interest in battle rap, and now you know my battle rap interest has grown, but he knew I also could rap very well. You know, I do this shit. So he he hit me up and asked me if I wanted to try it, just to give it a shot. I said, yeah. You know, so the first one came and went, gave it a shot for the second one, and just got back to the music, to be honest. It was dope though.
Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. So Pinky's Boy, right? So I know where the album title comes from, but where do you get that inspiration from? What who's Pinky's Boy? Who's Pinky?
Well, Pinky's Boy is yours truly. I'm originally from North Carolina, man, small community in North Carolina called Bolton. 9 Down, what's up? So when you're from those kind of surroundings, that kind of community, you known pretty much by your family. So, you know, I didn't really go too much by my first name. It was pretty much like, oh, that's Pinky's Boy. That's Junebug's son. So, you know, with this being the first complete project that I've released on digital streaming platforms, I wanted it to be special. I wanted it to be an introduction of me as an artist in general. You know, a lot of my followers and people that I'm connected with now know me as just an R&B artist. They feel like that's how I got into music, and that's far from the truth. So, you know, I wanted this to instill who I really am.
Okay. And how does your mom feel about the album? Has she listened to it?
Yeah. She's actually been a lot more in tune with it than I thought, but she enjoyed it. She was definitely impressed. She was impressed.
Were you nervous? Was there anything that you were like, I don't really want her to hear? Or, you know, like, I mean, I know we grown men, so it's like, she obviously knows how you talk, but even still, like, you know, some of the songs, you know, it gets explicit.
I mean, to be real with you, bro, she done heard my phone calls music. So, I mean, if you can hear that and you rocking with it, you're not going to trip on Pinky's Boy. Not when it comes to the content.
No, that's real. That's super real. You know what I'm saying? That phone calls, by the way, mixtapes that my man been putting out. It's got what, 3 or 4 of them now, right?
Three.
Okay.
Four on the way.
Okay, there we go. 4 on the way. So about to start getting juicy with it in a little bit. But how's family life, man? You got any kids, anything like that?
Yeah, man, I got one junior. DeShaun, you know, that's my little man. He'll be 7 in September. That's my little guy. But other than that, you know, single father, doing my thing for my little one.
Nothing on the way, nothing like that.
No, sir.
So you know, on the album, man, I was listening and I seen that you I heard that you said, you know, you got a little bad Taurus. You know what I'm saying? You had a Taurus. You know, I'm just curious. You got a girlfriend? I mean, what's going on with that, man? I mean, there's a lot of innuendos on the album, man. I just chose to pick that line. You know what I'm saying? We can.
I mean, I'll put it this way. Whenever I'm writing music, you know, well, at least for me as an artist, my life, my actual life, you know, it inspires my content. So, you know, whenever I'm writing, whatever's going on, if I can make it sound dope, I'm putting it in my verses, you know. So I was dealing with the Taurus at that time. So I'm a Virgo, my shorty a bad Taurus, you know. That's just what I was at the time.
Okay, well, salute to Miss Taurus.
But I am single.
You are single for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Single. That's a dollar bill in a strip club.
We just had to make sure, man, because you know what I'm saying. I had people asking me questions, so I wanted to clear the air for anybody that had that question if you didn't know. But you know, so why should people listen to you, man?
To be honest, I feel like I'm an artist that I'm very good at what I do, of course, but I'm an artist that can stay at that level of quality while being relatable and not being outside of my realm of reality. You know, it's a lot of artists that they chase a trend, they chase a sound, they chase a feel, they chase an image, and they lose reality and they lose mind of who they are. You know, so there's not a single thing you can find in my lyrics that somebody around me can say I didn't do. That's phone calls or my regular music. So,
Okay.
so
No, I
you know,
mean,
I just
I feel that because I mean, hey, honestly, you need to listen. If y'all haven't listened, y'all need to go listen to phone calls because the stuff that's on there is it's wild. It's some of these voicemails and stuff that be on there. I'm like, bro, like my man's kind of wild out here, but you know,
it's good music, man. It's relatable.
it's definitely good music. Definitely
Relatable
good
R&B music. Some call it toxic, but I don't see it that way.
So are you from San Antonio?
No.
Because I heard
I'm
you
originally from
shout out
Baltimore.
North Carolina. Okay, yeah. So
yeah, 9 down. I moved here as a preteen with my mother, and you know, I've been here ever since.
okay.
In Texas, at least.
So you got a lot of Texas influence, or is it more East Coast influence?
It's a lot more East Coast influence, honestly. It's I wouldn't say Texas. I definitely say Southern. I never really fell into the Texas way of music. Once I moved here to Chopped and Screwed, et cetera, et cetera. I never really, no disrespect to anybody that does and pioneered in that lane of music, but that never really fell on my ears the right way. So it's definitely an East Coast Southern influence strong. Little Cali in some areas.
Okay. And who's your favorite rapper?
Of all time, it's well, I have a favorite and I have a rapper who I feel is the best. My favorite rapper is Lil Wayne, but to me, the best rapper is Sean Corey Carter.
Sean Corey Carter. Hey, I mean, that screams I'm a fan. If you don't know who that is, y'all, that's the GOAT. That's Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. So Jay, what's your favorite song on this album, man? Because I've been going through it, man, and I have to say my favorite song is probably Still Gang or what is it? Oh no, where'd it go? I don't want to say the name wrong because I keep trying to say You Feel Me, but I know that's not what it is. You know what I'm talking about. There it is. Pray For Me.
Oh, Pray For Me.
So Pray For Me to me is my favorite song because I love lyricism. So on that song, you know what I'm saying? There's so many bars on there. So when you make a song, are you more interested in the lyrical stuff or are you more interested in getting somebody to fall in love with the track first? Like, do you want the beat to catch them and then maybe like my cadence or do you just go into it like I'm gonna rap as hard as I can and you know what I'm saying if it grooves it grooves, but at the end of the day I want you guys to feel the bars. Like what's the main important for you then?
You know, that's a good question, bro, because me and my close friend of mine that's an artist as well, DeShaun, you know, you're familiar with, we was just having a conversation regarding this album a couple of days ago, because, you know, I feel like I'm coming to more of a lane of understanding that one of the hardest parts of being an artist, at least my kind of artist who cares for the content and lyricism the way I do, you have to find a medium between the best verse and, you know, making the best song. And that median is making the best verse for the song. So, you know, I'm always going to talk my shit, to be honest, but the level I'm going with it, it depends on the beat.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, you know, nowadays, as you know,
Pray For Me took me to a different place, bro. Like that beat is the kind of beat I've been searching for a while, but the beats I was finding wasn't giving me the feeling that Pray For Me gave me. So once I came across it, I was like, it's time. It didn't take too long to write that at all.
Hey, like I said, you know, that's my favorite song. You know, I
was
texting everything. So
that's one of the ones, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I mainly ask because when you think about it, you know, the music that you hear now is more of the auto-tune kind of ride the wave kind of thing. You ride the beat more so than really talking shit about anything. It's more so just trying to be catchy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it is, you know, there's songs on here that are clearly catchy, but you don't feel like you're trying to keep up with a trend. Like you feel like you're still trying to do your own thing. So that's really why I asked you that, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel, you know, I don't hear the auto-tune on here. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
just like, I'm wondering if you are trying to, I mean, obviously you want to stay original, but do you even get influenced by that kind of stuff when you hear it on the radio?
Yeah, definitely. Well, at least for certain lanes of my music, it's a lot more when it comes to the R&B lane, because I'm so heavy on the rap side. I figure I could use that to kind of bring myself a little more to the singing lane. But that's really about it. I'm not really a fan of auto-tune music myself. So yeah, I don't really see myself that, getting too deep into that, to be honest.
Okay. And then I also see here that you have basically no features. You got one, but for the most part, it's really just you. Was that on purpose or that just happened?
It was definitely on purpose, bro. The actual original plan was to have none at all. I posted a snippet of Acrobatics early last year when I got the first reference track, because we've had a conversation before. It's a couple tracks on there I've had involved for a while. So Acrobatics came and I posted a snippet, and DeShaun hit me instantly and was like, "Yeah, bro, you gotta let me get a verse on that." And at first I was like, I didn't want no features on this album, but we had just done Virgo season. Like, we did Virgo season months after that, actually. But with that being said, that gave me further confirmation. Like, yeah, he can get on this album. Like, he's gonna be the only feature, but it's because I know he's gonna do what he got to do on that album as well. So yeah, it was definitely a plan for me to be pretty much the only person you hear.
Okay. And is that something that you plan on doing more often, or are you open to features, or was it just kind of like, I'm getting my voice out there, so I don't really need anybody on here right now because I want people to hear me? Or are you more closed off to, you got a certain type of artist that you really want to work with, so it's just kind of like, I know local artists, so it's like,
yeah, I'm open to features. Well, to an extent, I'm open to features. As for the solo projects, probably will be more. I'll probably be a little more open to features on my R&B side. But as for my rap side, I hear a beat and I instantly write for the whole song. Okay. DeShaun on my line right now, because I've been promising him, like, bro, I'm gonna send you an open. And like, I end up recording the whole song, and I'm just like, damn, bro, which one of these am I gonna take an open off, verse off, or I'm gonna have to just find another beat? So yeah, you definitely gonna hear some more solo projects for sure.
Okay. And what do we have coming up? What you got in the bank, man? What you got in the vault?
Oh man, I don't know if I can say that.
What's next?
I'll say it's a couple collaboration tapes in the works.
Okay.
Phone Calls 4 is on the way as well.
Okay. That's featuring me, right? I'm on.
I might need you for a skit. Yeah, I might need you for a skit for sure. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I can sing too, man. I can get you a hook.
That's a bet. Yeah, we got some pitch correct. I got you.
If y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? I used to do that. I used to be a subpar rapper, you know what I'm saying? But I mean,
you sent me a verse or two. But yeah, PC4 coming in the wintertime. But in the meantime, look out for them collab tapes. I'm not gonna say which ones. And a couple singles in the meantime.
Okay. Couple singles. I like that. So how long you plan on being single, man?
Right now there's not really a time frame on it, bro. It's just I'm in a place mentally, or just in my life in general, where I just need to focus on myself, my growth, and my future, my son. So I mean, right now that's just not the best idea for me to engage in a relationship or relationship talks. It'd be cool to get to know somebody for whenever the time comes, but I can't put no stamp on it, no schedule.
Okay. Sounds good. So so do you have the goal of signing with like a major? Are you trying to stay independent? Like what is your plan? Like what do you have planned ahead? Like where do you see yourself going?
To be honest, man, at first it was strictly independent. Now I would still prefer. That's always going to be my preference, is to be independent and handle this, with my own and my gang. and run it from there. But if a major label come along and the situation makes sense for what I need for going forward, and right now, I might entertain it. But my preference is always independence.
Okay. I like that. I like that. How do you feel about the state of rap music right now?
Better than I did a couple years ago. I'll say that, man. I don't know if it's due to me opening my eyes to new artists, but I feel a lot more hopeful than I did before because, of course, like you said, now, for the most part, when it comes to rap and even R&B now, there's a trend that the majority is determined to follow, and they kind of force it on us as artists and upcoming artists. They try to sound like this and la-di-da-di-da. But it's some artists that stay in their lane, stay in their sound. They stand out, and they happy to stand out. And those are usually the artists I gravitate to the quickest. So I'll definitely say I feel a lot more hopeful than I did before. It's getting back to how it should be.
No, I agree. You know me. I'm cold-hearted when it comes to this stuff. I don't
You
like
old head musically.
I don't like anything. So.
You hate that shit.
But I do see. I have to say I'm trying to get better. I listen to Lil Baby, and that's a stretch because
it took me a while to get on the Lil Baby too, bro. Like 2020, 2019, I started listening to Lil Baby. I'll be honest. He's great. He's great to me now.
I mean, but, for me, I was just so close-minded, you know what I'm saying? If I heard auto-tune, it's just automatically like, oh, they don't know. They're not rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like a gimmick or you're like a TikTok artist. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to make something that's cool so I can post a video to it and go viral, but you don't really give a shit about the actual form of hip hop. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but that's a whole other discussion. That comes to just artists not selling music no more. They're selling themselves. They're selling their brand now. Music is what they use to sell themselves.
That's true too. I mean, yeah, because everybody's a thug, everybody's hard now, and
they look at music as a foot in the door when music used to be what you want it to be.
Right.
You want it to be the artist. Like now they look at it like, I'm gonna get on with this rap shit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go get into this, and it's gonna be my way into finding and getting around these people. So I mean, they don't really be caring too much for the music after they get to a certain level because they have what they want already. They have the following, they have their doors open that they need to get into.
Big facts. So are you big on social media? No. Okay.
No. So if I didn't do music, I wouldn't have it.
Okay. I respect that because it gets tricky out there, man. It's to
say the least, for lack of better words. Yeah.
it gets tricky out there, man. But if people wanted to find you, where do we go?
Well, you could find me on Twitter at jmustflourish. Flourish, Flourish, for those that can't spell. I'm not judging. You can find me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at Flourish Gang J, same word, Flourish Gang, GANGJAY. I said Twitter. You can find me on Facebook at DeShaunJay, my artist name DESHAUNJAY, and I have my link tree as well in those bios.
I like it. So, any upcoming shows? Any?
Nah, bro. Nah, no shows booked at the time, man. Whenever I locked in for this show, for this album, I had a few promoters contact me and ask me if I wanted to lock in some performances for the summer, and I was just like, I'd rather secure this first. I want to make sure this comes out the way it needs to come out before I lock something in and I have to perform a half-assed project, because it's the newest shit I have in 2 years. So I don't really have no shows booked at the time, but soon. I'll be back on the stage real soon. I'll say that.
All right, I like that. So I see here, man, I'm going through the list here, man. And one song that really sticks out to me. Well, there's actually two. So Junebug's Son, that definitely sticks out to me because you said it earlier. You said, that's another nickname that you used to have, Junebug. So I'm assuming that's your pops, right? And then Calvin Ellis. So Calvin Ellis sticks out to me because I'm a nerd. You know what I'm saying? As you see, I got the Venom shirt. I'm a nerd. So you got big influences from comic books, or just, is that just something that happened? Are you really big on that? Or because I heard a lot of I heard a lot of sports bars, you know what I'm saying, when you were doing Pray For Me, but on Calvin Ellis, it's more of a comic book wave. So are you a nerd? Are you secretly a nerd?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I know they be having gatekeepers for this type of shit now. So I'm not gonna be like I'm the craziest fan, but I definitely I dip and dabble in Marvel for sure. I'm way more Marvel than DC, but I titled that song because to be real, that's just the feeling that I got whenever I got the beat. Shout out Leak OAM, OYL, what's up? He sent me the beat and I sat here at the studio and turned up the monitors and just listened to it for this one, listen all the way through one good time. And what's it called? And after that, I was just like, you know what? I texted him, I was like, bro, this beat makes me feel like I'm about to just go in the phone booth and save the world. So and you heard the line. I just hit the booth, threw on my cape, and took flight on niggas. So once I said that, I was like, I kind of have to title this now. Like it felt like I would have been wrong if I didn't title to that simply because of the feeling I had, and that bar just made it even more real for me.
Okay. No, I like that. I just, and then when we get to acrobatics, man. So I love it because it definitely flips up, right? So you start off and you just kind of jumping, and then I like the way DeShaun gets on there and slows the beat down. You know what I mean? And how did you guys come together, or how did you figure out that you guys were gonna, kind of have opposite spectrums on that song?
Let me be 100% honest.
Yeah.
We didn't come together. He did that shit himself. 100% all his idea, bro. Like I didn't have a studio at the time. And around the time when we were working on Virgo season, I wasn't back in San Antonio yet. I was still located in Dallas. I was coming down for the weekends. So I came down one weekend and we had planned like, actually wait. No, rewind. This is after I moved back, but I still didn't have my studio yet. So we linked up one time in the studio and we said we finally gonna record this song. So we get to it and he lets me record my verse. He tells me he already has his verse. He just tells me, go ahead and knock out my verses and my hook. Ask me if it fits the way I want it. I'm like, yeah, it's perfect. And then he's like, all right, sit tight for a minute. And he just goes crazy on the keyboard. Like he just I'm just watching and I'm just looking like, what's this nigga doing? Like, bro, like you just gotta record a verse. You got it, fam. Like it's cool. There's plenty of space. And then he recorded and then he played it through. And I was like, this nigga's a genius. That's why I call him the angry scientist, bro. Like that was all his idea.
Okay. Yeah.
I just thought he had the verse.
Beat just totally
I thought I was going to take one of my verses off. I thought I was going to remove a verse for him. So when he told me to go ahead and knock out a second one, I was already kind of like, what you about to do then? Where you going to record? But hey, he made it work. He definitely made it work.
Okay. Well, shout out to the mad scientist, man. All right.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. RYL, what's up?
I ain't mad at it at all. So I think my last song would probably be Motion. Only because Motion to me, man, you know what I'm saying? I said Pray For Me and Still Gang are my favorite, but Motion is like the if it had to be a radio song, that would be the one that I would throw at everybody, you know what I'm saying? So where'd that come from?
Well, to be honest with you, after Virgo season, I kind of remembered that I can be a lot more versatile than I've been being for a while. And while I was working on this album, there's a few songs that didn't make this album as well that were just out of my usual, comfort zone. And I came across this beat and it gave me a DNA feeling, like K-Dot DNA. And that's one of my favorite songs in the past decade, just because just the energy it feels like. That's just the kind of energy I got. So I was like, let me give this a try. And to be honest, it didn't even make it almost didn't make the project.
Oh, wow.
That's that one song I was the most nervous about. Like,
wow,
sitting there like, they're going to hear this song and be like, what the hell is this nigga doing, bro? Like, who do you think he is with this shit, bro? But the reactions I've been getting for it is the complete opposite. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
It barely made the album. Barely made the album, bro.
That shit
I was very nervous.
All right. So I guess my last artist question would be, what's your method of getting in the zone?
Well, I
Some people drink a
have a
little bit.
switch.
Some people.
I have a switch that gets hit at times, a couple switches, and then but when it comes to me putting myself in the zone, I medicate. I listen to 3 songs. I listen to is it 5 a.m. in Toronto? Yeah, 5 a.m. in Toronto. I listen to Rise and Shine by J. Cole, and I listen to Rigor Mortis by Kendrick Lamar. If I want to rap, if I want to get in my R&B sense, I throw in some Party Next Door, throw some Tory Lanez. I go back to Usher, just to kind of get the similar vibe of my subjects and my feelings. This nigga here. But I also have my switches. Like if I'm pissed off, that's one of the best verses you're gonna hear. Most of my standout verses, I was in a very bad mood.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense because you're attacking the mic. So I mean, and you get it all out. So that definitely makes sense.
Exactly.
I also like the way that you said your 3 songs is from the 3 guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they rap, bro. They rap and they make music. So I listen to the 9 a.m. in Toronto, 5 a.m. I get the numbers mixed up all the time. But the Toronto one, I'm just gonna say that. The Toronto one, and that puts me in a straight rapping mood. Like, all right, you have to act an ass on whatever beat you about to do. Rise and Shine just gives me a hunger. And K Dot he has a condescending energy to me on that song. And that kind of just reminds me of who the fuck I am.
Condescending?
Just DeShaunJay. Some may call it that, I flourish, baby.
Okay. Not too bad. So I got some fun question, if you can call them that, you know what I'm saying? So
fun.
Yeah. I mean, I hope they're fun. I don't know. Maybe. If you could travel back in time, would you? And what would you do? Or where would you go?
Yeah, I travel back in time.
Where would you go?
Here? 2006. And I would take my shit serious from the jump.
Okay. That's a real ass answer. I mean, wasn't so much fun. That kind of got kind of sad. Like, wait a minute, man. Like,
nah. It's just because bro, we got the old fashioned Black family. So entrepreneurship and entertainment careers ain't really looked upon in the best light until maybe recently. But back in them times, we coming up, you say you want to make music. Yeah. Imagine saying you want to do a podcast in 2006. Like your family look at you like an idiot. Like my family, a lot of my family laughed at me. The same way they're supporting my shit now. Laughed at me when I told them I wanted to rap at first. So honestly, if I'd have known it would have went this way, I'd have just kept going.
No, I feel that 100% because you know what I'm saying. I was actually gonna ask you that earlier. I was gonna ask you like, what did your mom or your dad like? What did they really say? You know what I'm saying, when you was like, I'm doing this for real. Like, forget everything else. Like, I really want to rap.
Well, my mom is all about, making sure you're on your shit. So really all she had to say at first was just make sure you don't lose sight of everything else in your life. As for my father, he didn't really have too much to say. He kind of knew for a while that I was interested in rap. So once I finally started dropping music, he actually found out through his coworkers. And so he works on the road. He works with people closer to my age. So he ended up finding out through his coworkers and the rest of his side of the family. So he been rocking with it too.
Yeah, that's kind of dope though, low key. Like, it's better to hear it from somebody else. Low key, it's like, hey,
when he told me that, I was actually shocked.
That's dope. That's actually pretty hard. So, if you had to give up one of your 5 senses, which one would you give up and why?
Taste. Because not everything that tastes good is good for you. And some things that don't taste the best are actually pretty good for you.
No, honestly, that's probably the best one because you don't have to change your life at all. It's just like, I can't taste it. You can eat whatever the fuck you want. Like, you can really be the healthiest person on the planet.
You can really care about health then. Yeah, like, it tastes good. And I don't have that.
Like, that's all right.
That's nice. Your stomach's fucked up though. Like straight up.
Damn, see, look at me, I'm lame man. I'm like, shit, I'd probably go deaf or I wouldn't smell,
No, I went through all of them. Like it was process of elimination for me. And I was like, you know what? Taste. Yeah, taste.
Yeah.
I want to see shit. I want to hear. Definitely want to feel some shit. Yeah, taste.
Nah, you definitely
Smell.
You 100% want to. Yeah, you don't want to smell things, but you 100%.
Smell was a runner-up. Smell was definitely the runner-up.
You want to feel everything.
Sure. It was definitely the next stuff to be chosen for sure.
And let's see. If you had one, what would you say is your spirit animal?
A honey badger.
Really?
Yes.
Honey badger don't give a fuck.
But at the same time, we just want to be left the fuck alone.
I feel that. That's true. ISO
That's
mode.
all. It only goes there when you take it there.
Can't be mad at that. And one superpower. What are you choosing and why?
Ability to read minds.
Ooh. Hey, that's low-key dangerous, bro. That's a scary power to have. If you really, really sit back and
think in the wrong hands, yeah. In the wrong hands for sure.
That's terrifying.
But for me, it's just so I could be safe. Like, people are fucked up. People are good at manipulating. They can say exactly what you want to hear. So I could be like, yeah, you're bullshitting. Just keep on going about my way. Like, yeah, I use it for my benefit. If anything, the people around me like, oh yeah, he lying. Yeah, she cheating on you. He's not gonna pay you back. Like, God damn. I'm so serious.
And let's see. If you could live in any book, TV show, or movie, which would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna go with movie. Nah, I'm gonna stay TV. I'm gonna go TV show. And you probably won't be surprised when I say this, but Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that'd be kind of live. I ain't gonna lie. Well, yeah. It would be live because even if you're a human, you can still
die and get brought back to life.
Yeah, but I mean, you can still fly. You can do everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
Yamcha,
all get strong enough.
Yeah, so low key, I mean, a saying to beat your ass, but ain't nobody at school fucking with you.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, you're gonna be that nigga as far as the humans go, but
yeah, facts.
If their hair turn gold, you might want to steer clear.
You could low key take over a country. I wouldn't say the world because you got to deal with everybody else, but you can have a nice country to yourself. So
yeah, city for sure.
Yeah, town.
Niggas will leave you alone. So yeah, definitely Dragon Ball Z.
All right, and final meal on death row. What do you choose? Pussy. No.
Final meal. I would say fried chicken for sure. Sorry, I'm a nigga. Call what you want. Fried chicken. Jambalaya. This is gonna be a fat meal, by the way. I'm skinny, but don't get it twisted. Jambalaya, peach cobbler. No, never mind. Yeah. They ended with the peach cobbler, and just give me some lime cucumber Gatorade.
Yo, you really like that Gatorade? Like it's
that's
not.
That's the last Gatorade I've drank. That's literally the last Gatorade I've ever drank.
Yeah, for y'all that don't know, man, like I seen this man drink this Gatorade, and I just thought it was a fluke. There was no way that human beings like this lime cucumber, like. Ew.
And I found it by mistake, and I was just like, I don't know what flavor this is, but I low-key like it. And I just kept on drinking it. Then I drank it once with liquor, and it hit in a different way. I was like, I like this.
I didn't think about that. I ain't even, that works. That works.
Country, we don't put liquor in anything. I'm country. We put liquor in Kool-Aid. We don't care.
No, facts. Also, I just want to know, you did say you're a dad. I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a girl dad. You're a boy dad, obviously. Has fatherhood affected your rapping? Do you feel like you maybe took it more serious, or do you feel like you changed up the way you wrote lyrics or said things? You know what I'm saying? Like, was there a point in time where you were like, okay, like now I got a kid?
Yeah, definitely. It made me take rap more serious, and that was it at first. But as I grew, you just watching what's going on with the world, with the youth and a generation younger than us. it kind of puts things in perspective, especially when you're an artist. And because as an artist now, you're a face of influence. You know, there's some people that look at artists and listen to what they say more than they listen to politics and politicians for real. So it definitely made me start thinking about what I said and being more responsible when it came to my content. Even with this album, I snuck in a couple lines that just made people think. You know, it's a lot of people taking shit left because we ain't raising them right.
Yeah,
niggas pulling out guns because they don't know how to fight. Like, it's just sometimes you just got to speak on the flaws of our culture.
No, big facts.
In the real way, instead of, you know, the way we do.
Yeah, looking at it half-ass, or, you know, just not really trying to give a shit about it, even though, you know, it really does affect you. You know what I'm saying? Pretending that you're not scared. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And seeing these kids getting, you know, that's
slaughtered.
It's scary, man. Especially when you're 30 minutes from the place they got shot up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
man. It's just, sometimes right down the street, like it gets wild.
That's
the
crazy.
Place you go every day. It gets shocking sometimes.
Oh man, you already gave everybody where they can find you at, but one more time, man. What's the Facebook, Twitter, and IG?
Yes, sir. Facebook, DeShaunJay. Twitter, you can find me at J Must Flourish. And on Instagram, you can find me at Flourish Gang J, Jay.
And ladies, just remember he's single, man. So, you know, go in there, man. Go in there and slide in this
man. This nigga here. I'm also on TikTok for those to be on TikTok as well. Find me on TikTok at DeShaunJay.
Oh, I didn't even think about TikTok. Damn, I'm old. Super old.
That you are. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, man. Radical Jack, man. You know, I'm streaming on Twitch, Radical Jack _20, man. Social media plugs going to be these, man. IG, Radical Jack's Views. Twitter, Jack This Tweet. And on Facebook, it's just me, Xavier Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, Jay, I really do appreciate you coming on here, man. Like, for real. I appreciate you being part of the Views, man. I always love a guest, and you know what I'm saying? I don't have all the answers, man. Maybe you do. Maybe they do.
Shit, man. I appreciate the privilege to be here, bro. It was definitely fun. I've been excited to do this podcast with you, bro. I look forward to being here again, man. It was dope.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Radical Jack, we out.
Silhouette of a perfect frame. Shadows of your smile will always remain.
Yeah.
Get us love.
What you doing here tonight?
Oh, baby, we go out.
My name's Jay. Nice to meet you. You know she thinks she running by the way she walk. Can't approach her with that player talk. She familiar to the game, little nigga, step it up. You ain't ready for a real one, then you better run. New Chanel bags, body just right. New dress every time she step out for the night. Big on manners, better keep it real polite. Diamonds real, see him dancing in the light. Girl, that swagger got me feeling like I gotta have you. I can't help you call my attention when I'm walking past you. You gon' love it when you lay and bust it open, and I come and hit the middle like I'm Clay Matthews. You need that love and I show you the meaning. You gotta fuck with the floors, you know who the team is. Just to be blessed with your time and feel like I'm dreaming. Shit, I gotta make you mine, best believe I'm scheming.
Of a perfect frame. Shadows of your smile will always remain. Get us love, soon fades away. Oh baby, we go out. I wanna
Yeah. Loving you over, you are like a model. Late night, I hit your crib, I can provide a bottle. Or maybe I can bring the gas, let me know your vibe. You got that look in your eyes, just tell me what you decide. I'd rather just spend time on flights to different islands. Pop tags, all different cities, we pay the driver. Big house, baby, I promise I step the grind up. I'm just trying to give you the world until my time up. Me personally, I never been for designer, but I get you whatever, just go and pick up the lineup. DeShaunJay, baby, that nigga from Carolina. You can be the queen of the castle, just make your mind up. You need that love and I show you the meaning. You gotta fuck with the floors, you know who the team is. Just to be blessed with your love and be like I'm dreaming. You gon' get my last name, best believe I'm scheming. Yeah.
silhouette of a perfect frame. Shadows of your smile
Forever we,
will always remain.
you know.
Get us love, soon fades away. Oh baby,
Pinky's boy. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Just thought I'd come give you a little conversation, you know. See where your mind at, you know. Caught my interest whenever I was walking to the bar, so I just figured I'd see what's up with you. Hope I didn't disturb your night. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah. Flush.
Silhouette of a perfect frame, shadows of your smile will always remain. Get us love, soon fades away. Oh baby, we go out. I wanna
There we go. Thank you, Jay.
Of
Thanks,
course,
man.
bro. It was dope finally doing that podcast with you. Now, was that so fucking hard? No, I'm playing.